ballerinas and being dancers, we shifted at home to being a Mac family, and I always got the hand-me-down. I had a 7-year-old MacBook Air that was my daughter's, and then I think maybe a year or so ago from QVC got one. So guys, coming up at midnight. But here we go. If there's one thing Michelle knows and is known for, it is her beautiful love of bracelets. I want you to be focused on what you're doing now, because this is about to expire, where everything we've shown all day and thousands of items on air are going to be shipped to you at no additional charge. Now, it's not going to stop at midnight. It's just going to change its story a little bit.
Right.
But we are in the midst of the largest jewelry gift event of the year. And everything that has been shown on air, if you shop backwards right now, but you got to do it before midnight, will be guaranteed to be there in time for Christmas at no additional charge. Plus, thousands of other designs. Meaning, you know, clothes and accessories and whatever you need, practical stuff. Okay, take a look at our pick of the show. It is the beautiful champagne line bracelet. Michelle loves her Gigi moments the night they invented champagne. It's set in your choice of 14 karat gold. So in the 14 karat rose gold, we have 1 dozen. But that's amongst 3 sizes: small, average, and large. Just if you're new, small fits about 6 3/4, average about 7 1/4, 7 1/2, and large 8. And then we have it in the yellow gold, 27 left. And I love that Michelle just happened to tuck. We might need to call this the Michelle ring as well.
That would work for me. That would definitely work for me. I do love the fancy colors, you know, and champagne is near and dear to me. It's my mother's favorite fancy color in diamonds. So I've been collecting them.
Did she ever tell you why she loves it so much?
I bought her one as a gift a number of years ago, and she was over the moon for it. And since then, we've been sort of collecting them. It's what I gave her for her birthday and for Christmas this year. I love it. To me, champagne is the perfect neutral. It's more elegant to me. There's a refinement about it. And again, the story here is the champagne diamond world was really tipped on its end when the Argyle mine closed in Australia this year.
Okay.
So this is the same place that those, you know, pinks came from. And you can buy champagne diamonds from other places in the world, but this was the spot to get them, the most prolific, the most gemmy. Okay, you hear that term once in a while. So I am so crazy for 6 carats of this, and you will be too. I promise you this. It was so hard for me not to talk about this earlier because we had the Michelle bracelet on earlier, Jane, and I knew you would kill me if I sold it out before we got to talk about it here tonight. But you can change the balance of the color by changing the gold, and I love the way the rose gold plays with these. But no matter which one you choose, you're making a very good choice.
And that's such a beautiful way to describe it, Michelle, because you might be looking at this and saying, but wait a minute, aren't they different colored stones? And they're not. They show how the champagne is kind of the chameleon, you know, of the gem world, because it's going to just take on and enhance so you decide. If you want a little bit more warmth, you do the yellow gold. If you want a little bit more romance, you do the rose gold. This is $943 off. So this is nearly a $1,000 savings. And I mean, I don't know, Blair, if we added you up right now with the earring, the necklace, the ring, the bracelet.
Yeah, for sure.
It's incredible. But you then have the comfort and knowledge that you have the ability, if you need to return it to the end of January or exchange it for another size.
This is brand new.
But it is absolutely beautiful.
Nobody's had a chance to see it before you. It was a labor of love. Again, we sourced the stones at the right time, and now we're doling them out, right? We're just cutting them as needed. We're creating short lot availabilities in these really over-the-moon designs that are so incredibly special. This material that was curated specifically for you. How do I know? Because I made the call when I heard the mine close. Right? I mean, that is an advantage of being me. I am really active in the industry. I'm a member of the International Color Gemstone Association, and in that realm, I get to talk to a lot of lapidaries. You would love it. A lot of miners, a lot of really interesting people, Jane, honestly.
That love gems.
That love gems. And they've been talking for 37 years that this mine was going to close. And then that day, I got the phone call, the dreaded call that it happened, finally. And I picked up the phone so fast and called our buyer at the time. And I'm like, we need to move fast. You know, in order to really get what you want in this world, you've got to be able to pivot. That's what I've learned at this ripe old age.
That's our word in our family.
Is it?
We do. We always say we're very good at pivoting. We're we're
I
good
feel
at
like
pivoting.
that too. Well, you're good at, you know, the ballerina pivoting thing too, not this girl so
anymore.
much. But yeah, I can change directions, you know, when something like this comes my way. And so I was happy to share that information. We bought it, we've been cutting it as needed, and I just feel like if you love it the way I do, if you recognize it for its very unique perspective as a diamond, then you should buy it tonight, because those times the windows are closed.
Especially because what do we do to ring in the new year? It's usually with a glass of champagne, as Sally Bowles would say.
Yes.
And then I love the fact that you guys are coming in close, because I want you to see that each and every one of these gorgeous stations in the tennis bracelet are just chock full of diamonds. But that stone in the center is such a dramatic size.
Right. And look at how well matched they are, keeping in mind that these are not treated. So in the ideal situation, you want to be right in the middle of the grading scale. We use a completely separate color grading scale for fancies than we do for natural whites. So with colored champagne colors, we go C2 through C7. This is a good solid 5, and it's the sweet spot in my opinion, because that's how you can bring out both the golden colors using the yellow gold, and using the rose gold, you can bring out those peachy pinks.
I mean,
Glamorous.
just a beautiful bracelet. We have.
I hope my friend Cass is watching.
So bad.
I love this.
I hope your friend Cass has this in her cart and is checked out. Here's why. We have 10
good like that.
left in rose. Oh my gosh. Hold on to that, Michelle.
Hey.
We have 22 in the yellow. And that could most likely be it forever for this bracelet. It truly is. Because, I mean, I remember working when the Sleeping Beauty mine was still open, right? And now it's done and it's closed. We had one piece of Sleeping Beauty on the day, and that's probably it. Who knows what's going to happen with Tanzanite down the road. But
Remember
now
when Ceylon sapphires used to be available and affordable?
Sure.
No.
No.
Pariba tourmaline. I had a chance to buy it. It was so inexpensive, and now.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's out of bounds.
held one at a jewelry show with Peyton and our then buyer at the time that was they said, you want to hold a stone that literally is $1 million? And I'm like, I don't know, I won't breathe. And they put it in my hand on the white paper, and it was stunning, but that's how much that stone was.
Don't let
is
this
your
commodity
moment.
get by.
And I know that, like, even when you say the percentage of gem quality,
so small.
It's like
So
this
small.
big. It's teeny
2%.
tiny.
2% in champagne.
So you're getting something that is uniquely you and yours and exciting and goes with everything, and is something that you will treasure. I know people buy jewelry for different reasons, and I've never bought it thinking that, oh, it's going to be worth more money in the future. Obviously, that
You're
often
never happy.
happens.
When you do that, you're never happy because your expectation is unrealistic.
You should never take a job or career just for that part
for
of
the
it.
money.
It should be for what you love to do. That's just my little opinion.
I
But
agree.
here we take a look at something which transcends all that every time you look at your wrist. When you're typing, when you're stopped at a stoplight, when you're knitting like I love to do, when you're petting your kitty, when you're just like sitting there waiting for the pot to boil. You know, they never say it does. When you stare at it, this is your bracelet. And like Michelle told you, these stones are the same. It just takes on a different tone, whether you're choosing it in 14 karat rose gold with, of course,
You'll
a
still
box
see
and
the
tongue
rainbows.
clasp.
You'll still see the scintillation if they're great quality, which these are. Right?
So no muddiness here at all.
All pure rainbows.
So I'm so sad to say that we now have 2 minutes left for this bracelet at no additional charge to come to your home in time to gift or wear for Christmas. For the Michelle ring. This bracelet is now half gone.
It's now the Michelle ring.
It's the Michelle ring. I'm
a little
renaming it the Michelle ring.
Yeah.
This bracelet, anything we saw in the last 2 hours, anything that we saw all day, all this jewelry in our largest jewelry gift sale of the year. You've got literally a minute or two, not just to get it in your cart, but to complete that purchase and make somebody's holiday. Michelle, as you have made ours, Merry Christmas, dear
Merry
friend.
Christmas.
I hope you get a little bit of a rest.
I'm taking the day off tomorrow. Nobody call me.
Yay! Feet up, hot cocoa,
Well, you can call me.
your puppies, and
You got it.
Okay, right?
Less for you or some murder shows.
Oh,
Sort of into that.
I love a murder show. Okay, we gotta go. Okay, Rick's coming up next. Bye-bye.
Bye.